Today's message is one that I believe is crucial for anyone striving for success. It's something that we all struggle with at some point in our lives: self-doubt. It's that nagging voice in our heads that tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to achieve our dreams. But I'm here to tell you that you are not alone in this battle. In fact, it's a common obstacle that even the most successful individuals have faced. The good news is you have the power to conquer self-doubt and achieve the success you desire. In this video, I will share with you 5 powerful ways to overcome self-doubt and reach your full potential. So if you're tired of letting self-doubt hold you back, then I urge you to keep watching. By the end of this video, you will have the tools and mindset to turn things around and start living your best life. So let's dive in and conquer self-doubt together. It is an honor to be here today and share with you the 5th way to conquer self-doubt and achieve success. As you all know, self-doubt is a common enemy that can hinder us from reaching our full potential. It creeps into our minds and whispers destructive thoughts that make us doubt our abilities and worth. But I am here to tell you that you have the power to conquer self-doubt and achieve the success you deserve. The 5th way to conquer self-doubt and achieve success is through practicing self-care and self-compassion. This may seem like a simple concept, but it is often overlooked and undervalued in our society. We are constantly bombarded with messages that tell us to push ourselves to the limit, to work harder and longer, and to sacrifice our well-being for success. But I am here to tell you that this mindset is flawed and can do more harm than good. Self-care and self-compassion are essential for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. They are the foundation for success, and without them, we cannot reach our full potential. So, what exactly is self-care and self-compassion? Self-care is the act of taking care of oneself, both physically and mentally. It means prioritizing our needs and making sure we are nourishing our bodies, minds, and souls. Self-compassion, on the other hand, is the act of being kind and understanding towards ourselves. It means treating ourselves with the same love and compassion that we would show to a friend or a loved one. Now, you may be wondering, how can self-care and self-compassion help us conquer self-doubt and achieve success? Well, let me tell you. When we practice self-care, we are sending a message to ourselves that we are worthy of love and care. We are acknowledging our needs and taking the necessary steps to meet them. This, in turn, boosts our self-esteem and confidence, making us less susceptible to self-doubt. Think about it. When you are well-rested, well-fed, and in a positive state of mind, do you doubt yourself as much? I highly doubt it. When we take care of ourselves, we are better equipped to handle challenges and setbacks. We have the energy and resilience to bounce back from failures and keep moving forward towards our goals. Self-compassion, on the other hand, allows us to be kind to ourselves when we make mistakes or face failures. It is natural to doubt ourselves when things don't go as planned, but self-compassion reminds us that we are only human and that it is okay to make mistakes. It helps us to learn from our failures and use them as stepping stones toward success. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I don't have time for self-care and self-compassion. I have a busy schedule and I need to focus on my goals. My friends, let me tell you this. Self-care and self-compassion are not luxuries. They are necessities. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot achieve success if you are burnt out and exhausted. So how can we practice self-care and self-compassion in our daily lives? Well, it starts with small, simple actions. It can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to meditate, exercise, or practice gratitude. It can also mean setting boundaries and saying no to things that drain our energy and time. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It is necessary for our well-being. Self-compassion, on the other hand, can be practiced by being mindful of our self-talk. Instead of beating ourselves up when we make mistakes, we can choose to be understanding and kind towards ourselves. We can also surround ourselves with positive and supportive people who lift us up and remind us of our worth. My friends, self-care and self-compassion are powerful tools that can help us conquer self-doubt and achieve success. But they require consistent effort and practice. So I encourage you all to make self-care and self-compassion a priority in your life. Remember, you are worthy of love, care, and success. Now to number 4. The fourth way to conquer self-doubt and achieve success is taking action and embracing failure. Let me start by saying this. Self-doubt is the biggest obstacle standing in the way of your success. It is the voice inside your head that tells you that you are not good enough, that you will never make it, that you are not worthy of success. But I am here to tell you that those are just lies. They are nothing but limiting beliefs that hold you back from reaching your full potential. The good news is you have the power to silence that voice and overcome self-doubt. And the key to doing that is by taking action. You see, self-doubt thrives in inaction. When you are not taking any action towards your goals and dreams, your mind starts to doubt your abilities. It starts to question whether you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. And before you know it, you are stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. But when you take action, you are sending a powerful message to your mind that you are in control, that you are capable, and that you are not going to let self-doubt hold you back. And with each action you take, that voice of self-doubt gets weaker and weaker until it eventually fades away. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. What if I fail? What if I try and I don't succeed? Well, my friends, that brings me to the second part of this topic, embracing failure. You see, failure is not something to be feared. In fact, failure is an essential part of the journey to success. It is through failure that we learn, grow, and become better versions of ourselves. Think about it. Every successful person you admire has failed at some point in their journey. They have faced rejection, setbacks, and obstacles. But what sets them apart is their ability to embrace failure and use it as a stepping stone toward success. Let me share with you a personal story. When I first started my career as a motivational speaker, I faced a lot of failure. I was rejected by countless organizations. I received negative feedback. And I even had some people tell me that I was not cut out for this line of work. But instead of letting those failures discourage me, I used them as fuel to keep going. I learned from my mistakes. I improved my skills. And I kept taking action. And eventually, I achieved the success that I had always dreamed of. So, my friends, I urge you to embrace failure. Embrace it as a necessary part of your journey toward success. Because every failure brings you one step closer to your goals. Now, I know that taking action and embracing failure is easier said than done. It takes courage, determination, and a strong mindset. But I am here to tell you that you have what it takes to conquer self-doubt and achieve success. You have the power to take action, to silence that voice of self-doubt, and to keep moving forward despite failure. And as you do, you will start to see the results. You will start to see your dreams turning into reality and your self-doubt fading away. But let me be clear, this is not a one-time thing. Conquering self-doubt and achieving success is an ongoing process. It requires constant effort, dedication, and a willingness to keep pushing forward no matter what. And now to number 3. The third way to conquer self-doubt and achieve success is surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. Now, you may be wondering, why is this so important? Well, let me tell you, the people you surround yourself with have a significant impact on your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. They can either lift you up or bring you down. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who constantly complains, criticizes, and doubts themselves? How did you feel after spending time with them? I bet you felt drained, demotivated, and maybe even started doubting yourself. On the other hand, have you been around someone who radiates positivity, encouragement, and confidence? How did that make you feel? I bet you felt inspired, motivated, and ready to take on the world. That, my friends, is the power of the people we surround ourselves with. So if you want to conquer self-doubt and achieve success, you must be intentional about the people you allow into your inner circle. You must surround yourself with positive and supportive individuals who believe in you, uplift you, and push you to be your best self. But how do you find these people? Well, let me share with you some tips that have helped me and countless others in our journey toward success. First and foremost, you must be clear about your goals and values. When you know what you want to achieve and what you stand for, it becomes easier to attract like-minded individuals into your life. These are the people who will understand your vision, support your dreams, and help you overcome self-doubt. Next, you must be willing to let go of toxic relationships. We all have people in our lives who drain our energy, bring us down, and constantly feed our self-doubt. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a colleague. As hard as it may be, you must distance yourself from these individuals. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. Now you may be thinking, what if I don't have anyone in my life who fits the description of a positive and supportive person? Well, my friends, that is where personal development comes in. You must become the person you want to attract. Start by working on your mindset, beliefs, and habits. Surround yourself with positive and uplifting material books, podcasts, seminars, and workshops. You will be amazed at how quickly you will attract like-minded individuals into your life when you are on the same frequency. Another way to find positive and supportive people is by joining groups or communities that align with your goals and values. It could be a mastermind group, a networking group, or even an online community. These are great places to meet people who are on a similar journey as you and can provide the support and encouragement you need to conquer self-doubt and achieve success. But remember, it's not just about finding positive and supportive people. It's also about being one. Be the person who uplifts and encourages others. Be the person who believes in their dreams and helps them overcome their self-doubt. When you give, you receive tenfold, and the universe has a way of bringing the right people into your life when you are in alignment with your values and goals. Now let me address a common misconception. Surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people does not mean surrounding yourself with yes men and women. These are individuals who will only tell you what you want to hear and never challenge you to be better. No, my friends, surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people means surrounding yourself with individuals who will hold you accountable, challenge you to grow, and push you to reach your full potential. Now to number 2. The number 2 way to conquer self-doubt and achieve success is setting realistic goals. We all have dreams and aspirations, but without a clear plan and realistic goals, these dreams will remain just that, dreams. Setting goals is crucial for personal growth and success. It gives us a sense of direction and purpose, and it allows us to measure our progress along the way. But let me tell you, setting goals is not enough. You must set realistic goals. This means setting goals that are achievable and within your reach. Now, this does not mean setting mediocre goals or settling for less than you deserve. It simply means setting goals that are challenging yet attainable. You see, many people make the mistake of setting unrealistic goals. They want to achieve everything overnight. And when they don't see immediate results, they become discouraged and doubt their abilities. This self-doubt can be crippling and can hinder our progress towards success. So, how do we set realistic goals? The first step is to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Take some time to reflect on your dreams and aspirations. What do you want to accomplish in your life? What is your ultimate goal? Once you have a clear vision, break it down into smaller, achievable goals. For example, if your ultimate goal is to become a successful entrepreneur, Your smaller goals could include starting a business plan, securing funding, and launching your product or service. These are all achievable goals that will eventually lead you to your ultimate goal. Next, it is important to set a timeline for your goals. This will give you a sense of urgency and keep you motivated. But be realistic with your timeline. Don't set a deadline that is too short or too long. Set a timeline that is challenging yet attainable. Another crucial aspect of setting realistic goals is to have a plan in place. As the saying goes, a goal without a plan is just a wish. You must have a clear plan of action to achieve your goals. This plan should include specific steps and milestones that will help you reach your goals. But let me warn you, setting realistic goals does not mean that there won't be challenges and setbacks along the way. In fact, setbacks are inevitable on the road to success. But the key is to not let these setbacks discourage you or make you doubt yourself. Instead, use them as learning opportunities and adjust your plan accordingly. One of the biggest mistakes people make when setting goals is focusing solely on the end result. While it is important to have a clear vision of your ultimate goal, it is equally important to enjoy the journey towards achieving it. Celebrate your small wins and milestones along the way. This will keep you motivated and give you a sense of accomplishment. Now, I want to address a common misconception about setting realistic goals. Many people believe that setting realistic goals means limiting yourself and your potential. But let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. Setting realistic goals actually allows you to tap into your full potential and achieve even greater success. When you set unrealistic goals, you are setting yourself up for failure. This can be demoralizing and can lead to self-doubt. On the other hand, when you set realistic goals and achieve them, you build confidence and self-belief. This will propel you towards even greater success. And now to number one. Number one is often overlooked, but has the ability to hold us back from achieving our true potential: self-doubt. Self-doubt is a destructive force that can cripple our dreams and paralyze our actions. It is the voice in our head that tells us we are not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to achieve our goals. It is the seed of negativity that takes root in our minds and grows into a forest of self-limiting beliefs. But I am here to tell you that self-doubt is not a permanent state of mind. It is a choice that we make, and it is a choice that we can change. The number one way to conquer self-doubt and achieve success is to identify and challenge negative thoughts. Our thoughts have the power to shape our reality. If we constantly think negative thoughts, we will attract negative outcomes. But if we can identify and challenge those negative thoughts, we can change the course of our lives. So how do we identify negative thoughts? The first step is to become aware of them. Our thoughts are like a river, constantly flowing in and out of our minds. We must learn to observe them without judgment. When a negative thought arises, we must acknowledge it and then let it go. We must not dwell on it or let it consume us. Instead, we must challenge it. Challenging negative thoughts means questioning their validity. We must ask ourselves, is this thought based on facts or on my fears? More often than not, our negative thoughts are not rooted in reality. They are simply projections of our fears and insecurities. By challenging them, we can weaken their hold on us. For example, if you have a dream of starting your own business, but the thought of failure constantly haunts you, ask yourself, is this fear based on facts? Have I actually tried and failed before? Most likely the answer is no. So why let this fear hold you back? Challenge it and replace it with a positive thought. Tell yourself, I am capable and determined. I will learn from any mistakes and use them to grow and succeed. The next step is to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Our minds are like a garden, and our thoughts are the seeds we plant. If we constantly plant seeds of doubt and fear, we will reap a harvest of failure. But if we plant seeds of positivity and belief, we will reap a harvest of success. This is not to say that we should ignore the potential challenges and obstacles that may come our way. It is important to be realistic and prepared. But we must also have faith in our abilities and trust that we can overcome any challenges that come our way. Another powerful way to challenge negative thoughts is to surround ourselves with positive influences. The people we spend the most time with have a significant impact on our thoughts and beliefs. If we surround ourselves with negative and pessimistic people, we will begin to adopt their mindset. But if we surround ourselves with positive and supportive individuals, we will be uplifted and encouraged. In addition to the people we surround ourselves with, the books we read, the podcasts we listen to, and the videos we watch also play a significant role in shaping our thoughts. Make a conscious effort to consume positive and motivational content. Fill your mind with stories of people who have overcome self-doubt and achieved great success. Let their stories inspire and motivate you to do the same. Now, I want to address a common misconception about self-doubt. Many people believe that successful individuals do not experience self-doubt. But let me tell you, this is far from the truth. Every single one of us, no matter how successful, has experienced self-doubt at some point in our lives. The difference is that successful individuals have learned to identify and challenge those negative thoughts, and they do not let them hold them back. So my challenge to you today is to start identifying and challenging your negative thoughts. Make a conscious effort to replace them with positive ones. Surround yourself with positive influences and consume motivational content. And most importantly, believe in yourself and your abilities. Remember, the only limits we have are the ones we set for ourselves. Thank you.